So as the sun rises, so the world at this end of this planet is also rising. This is Shippy the Explorer saying good morning to you folks. Welcome back to this station and another day. This is from College Park, and as we broadcast or do this tape, and lovely day, quite about 60 something degrees, 67, and but yeah, so it's raining, and we're, as we said, it's takes a whole village to raise a child, and that's what's happening this morning. So we have been up until 3 o'clock this morning, doing a number of things with the kids, and we are up at this early time. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are ready to go again. So, but this time we are splitting up. We are having one person go with one child, and then we'll have another member of the family go with the second one, and so it is. So welcome to the station, and I trust as we go through this day, we are going to have you see and experience another day of videoing with Shippy the Explorer as we explore through life together. See you soon. So yesterday was Halloween, Diwali, and today is the Day of the Dead for the Spanish people. Diwali is for Hindu, and it's also fall, and it's in the midst of all this beauty. There's some form of madness because the leaves are all over the place. They're dashing through and through. The lawns are covered, and you wonder, when will I ever get to clean up this mess? And you look at the trees, and the trees are still loaded with leaves, and the whole place looks like it's turmoil. But in the middle of that, it's birth. It's death and birth, and life continues. It's a cycle continues. So Shippy the Explorer is saying, what can you do? Some people, they try to clean their lawn and try to make it spotless at this time of the year. But for Shippy the Explorer, I'm just gonna let it just roll with the thing, the moment, folks. We're just gonna let the leaves fall as much as possible, and at a certain time I would blow them down to the side of the road and let the city collect them. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about that, because just enjoy the change and the colors and the vibrancy of nature. And some people would say they are never want to live in the fall, the temperate region, because of this problem. But look at the contrast, folks. A couple of days ago you had that evergreen, and behind it was golden yellow leaves, and now in 2 days the leaves are almost gone. It looks like it's gone from this vantage point, and that's the change that's taking place as we go through life in this part of the region of the country. So let's venture out for today's assignment, and let's see what Shippy the Explorer. Today we are going into into the church, where we are going to observe maintenance person, a repair person, repair as best as possible the HVAC and the heating system, because we have to be ready for winter. So it's more or less it's services or equipment and what we have around the campus. So let's get out of from home, and we venture through College Park. And as we venture through, with a few drops of rain and the cool 67-degree temperature, we get out of this neighborhood and we venture onto the next assignment. Go, we're in Kellenworth Avenue now, and the old route that you have seen many times. So, but let's talk a little bit about yesterday. Yesterday I doing a short, plan is to do a short tape, and I did a 10-minute segment. And then I had some other things, and I was going to talk about the Diwali, not even the whole thing, but just generally touch on the different topics, idea that every 4 things are being celebrated around between yesterday and today, around this time of the year. I said Diwali, Day of the Dead, Latinx folks, Halloween for the people who believe in ghosts and goblins and want to dress up like that, and it's fall, so in the midst of all of that. But the tape wouldn't produce. That's the point I once made. It wouldn't produce last night, so I end up producing an extra short tape just to release something and see, just to save the moment. And then 12 o'clock, around 12 o'clock at night, then emergency in terms of one of the babies was having difficulty, physical difficulties, so we had to scramble. We scrambled until about 3 o'clock in the morning, when we finally got part of that problem rectified. Shot of the metro being built. Guys are working like crazy. So, but life continues, so we bounced back this morning early and ready to go again. So, what can we say? The ups and downs of life. Don't let it take you to a point of no return. Just bounce with it, and you make your adjustment and bounce back out, and you know, say, all right, you're given this life and this responsibility to deal with, and you're going to take action and deal with all of that. So here's Shippy Explorer exploring this morning again, hurling this morning, because we have another aspect, another job, another responsibility to take care of, to make life better for himself and others. Alright, so this go around this this unit because I don't want to be trapped. And it seems like a lot of people are up this morning because the traffic is long, it's backed up to here. But normally we don't come this side this time of the morning, so unless we have a special assignment. So this might be a regular traffic. But then again, take your time and deal with it. Whatever you have to do, take your time. One step, one cocoa full a basket. It's quite cloudy this morning. Not as beautiful as yesterday, clear sky yesterday, but today it's cloudy and with a few drops of rain and indication that it may rain, but it may not rain. We haven't been able to listen to the the weather. But the good thing about it is that the temperature is quite lovely. 67 for the temperate region is quite comfortable. And you'll notice that especially for Shippy the Explorer, who is from a tropical warm climate part of the world, we have gotten used to this temperate region, and 67 is feeling comfortable to me, while in the old days that would have been very cold, you know, coming from a place where it's 80 and 90. So your body adjusts to the environment. The body is remarkably good, and it makes it adjustments and as you go through from one place to the next. I've had friends who left from Alaska and came down to this region when it was below freezing, put it that way, and they were taking their clothes off and running up and down outside and saying, oh, this is like spring, because where they're coming from, it's in the minus degree level, and but they come into an area where it's around freezing and they think it's spring, because that's what they get in springtime. Temperatures in the 30s. And we're talking about Fahrenheit, really. So it's more road repair and constantly Something is going on in this intersection of, I tell you. Okay, where are you? So Patrick is here, and
this one's working too.
So demonstrate.
Just got to
When
turn
I
it
came
up.
in,
When I got here, it was set on 62 degrees.
okay.
Yeah, that was the set point.
Uh-huh.
When you're not touching it, it'll go off because it's set at 62. The room temperature is 74 right now.
Right.
I have to hit this air that's in the up position
Yes.
all the way up to 76 or higher
Uh-huh. Above this room temperature.
to get the fans. These run off of the temperature in these rooms.
Oh, so you can't get the fans
The fans
on
won't unless
one run
this.
unless.
This controls the fans only. It doesn't actually control heat.
So that's what we were saying. So the thermostats, what the
They're
purpose
not.
of-
They're only for the fan. These should be heating 24/7 around the loop.
Huh.
That's that green pump. These should be getting heat at all times. This turns the fan on when the room temperature drops. But to blow the air across.
So how
So-
do we get hot here?
The hot is coming from the boiler area.
But how
That-
do we increase? Suppose we come in and it's say 72 degrees and somebody said that, okay, they want it.
They want it warmer.
Warmer, yeah.
You just turn it up past whatever the set point is. So if it's set, so for instance, if this says 72
Uh-huh.
and you want it higher than 72,
Right. You just turn it up.
yeah, you got to go up past it to get it to kick in.
All right. So it's 75 degrees in here now.
Yeah.
And if we turn the fans on, would they come on?
They should be on already because it was just on just a second ago.
So they're not blowing.
They did. It just came on a second ago.
Right. So that I thought those fans used to run regardless of
No,
the
no,
temperature.
no. They get turned on by this.
Yeah. All right. So let's see.
But I'm now showing an issue with this one. But when I got here, it was set for. You know what? The batteries might be going on this. Got any double A's?
Let's see if I'll go up front and see if I.
These are 4-year. And the lady was actually there last year.
Yeah.
The office lady, because I don't want to go through all the drawers to find
We're
some.
probably using up all our battery now. So sorry.
You see a huge difference?
Well, let's
Nice.
see.
Much more illuminated.
All right. Let's
Much
see
more
now.
illuminated.
So Patrick is saying if we don't turn up this on the left side, that's the two bottom buttons there.
There you go. You hear it?
All right.
Fans are on.
So maybe the batteries.
Batteries are going. Yeah.
on all
So
of them.
so when this isn't like up like real like we got good like visual, batteries are probably starting
All
to
right.
die because there's no wires.
All right. Okay.
The wires are all behind that.
Okay. So let's go around.
But now you see how that was like low. This probably could use some new batteries.
So what this one control? This
controls.
this unit and that unit. What?
This controls the hallway, and there's two in the bathroom up in the ceiling. They never come on because the bathroom's always warm enough.
Oh, so you have two of these wall units. Up
Yeah,
in
but
the
we
ceiling?
try. Yeah. Well, no, not like this. They're ceiling units that never get used because it stays so warm in there.
Right.
It never kicks on.
So that one right here is being controlled by this thermostat.
Yeah, it's a hallway one. It doesn't. And this is just a radiator. This is just a radiator. This doesn't have a fan on it.
Oh.
This is just a radiator. So just like the baseboards over there, just radiators.
So that thermostat is controlling these down here.
Yeah. It's all one hallway, and then in the bathroom have convection units too, but they never come on.
Oh.
So when I take these off, when I go to check the filter,
Yeah.
filter's always clean.
Okay.
So they're not actually being operated.
Huh.
And I'm assuming it's an assumption because those were way before my time working on the building, that the thermostat that's over here controls the entire hallway area.
And what controls the one down the stairs?
That's a part of that. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this definitely turns this fan on
Yeah.
when needed.
Because that fan was working this morning. I tried.
Yeah, that one's always going to be a cooler area because right next to the door.
Oh, let me unlock this one.
Yeah, see, these would have the same batteries in them.
So those wall units are called, what are
Which
they called?
one?
These wall units.
These ones?
Yeah, the two.
They're
Yeah.
convection units.
Convection units. And the ones without the fan is just a radiator, or they're just radiators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like the nursery.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we.
So we solved that problem there.
Let's see if this one.
Now you see the difference in the illumination.
Okay.
A lot more brighter.
So what is this thing here for?
To be honest, that was probably to some of the older stuff
Old,
that was here, and I can't 100% tell you what it goes to because it's never turned on anything, and it's never turned off anything.
Okay. So this filter, we have ever changed it?
You see how it's clean? Nothing's turning on here. I don't know if there's another piece of equipment above this.
Okay.
And when this is how far it goes back, Scott didn't recall this doing anything.
Yes, we never. I mean, I was working Scott.
So I was going off what Scott. So that tells you how many years ago it was.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that anybody can get to show us anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Outside of
Doug used to tell us that I need to change this once in a while. But I've never. But I know that's a return, I think, or that's an outlet.
Well, so none of these rooms have air conditioning, so this doesn't have air conditioning. So I'm not sure what piece of equipment. Is there a piece of equipment on the roof that I need to
not
get
in
to?
the roof.
Right. So if there's no rooftop equipment, which I never thought there was anyway,
Yeah.
this doesn't make any sense. And neither does that. And
So what are those?
This might be exhaust. This might be some sort of exhaust to pull stuff out for just circulating air at some point.
Huh.
But it's not in use because it never comes on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if. So this.
This good to go. And that one's good.
So these two came on.
Yeah. You can see, like for instance, if you look over here, you'll see the little thing flapping.
So once we raise the temperature here on this left button.
Yeah, the arrow up. But you have to make sure that when you hit it, the number that pops up is above that number.
Okay.
So that for this to kick this on, that number needs to be below that number.
So if you drop this down to
So now it's 76 in the room. So
that shuts off.
So 74. Give it a sec to click, off, boom.
Okay.
So so I usually set them all at 70.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Scott had me set them all at when for when no one's in the building, and then if somebody comes in, they're supposed to turn it up. So and no one's ever told me otherwise. Like, hey, let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit higher.
Because I think with Scott, when he gave me an impression, or when during that time, he said, I think you even told me that we didn't have to touch these units.
Yeah,
really.
If you set it at a certain temperature, unless you're not comfortable in the space, you generally don't have to touch it.
All right.
Because, like for instance, in the springtime, when I do the shutdown stuff, so because we don't need the heat no more, I'll drop these down low, so that none of these will come on.
All right.
And then obviously those that filter's clean. This filter's clean, because these do heat as well.
Yes, I know. I've been introducing them to them all these years that they didn't listen to.
But here's the thing: these because depending on what's going on with that boiler, we don't have heat coming to these. These should have heat coming to it at 24/7. Regardless of it blowing it, the heat should be coming to it.
Oh.
Yeah, there should be heat coming to these at all times. So, for instance, when we go downstairs, in the basement rooms that are below this, they have pipes that won't run up the wall.
Yeah.
The reason they're covered is because they get hot and they stay hot. So let's take a walk. These three are
well, let's make sure.
Sure. Yeah, this is the other church.
Yeah. So these, okay.
This one was the one that wasn't working last year. I put new batteries in.
79. All right, let's see if it kicks on.
I did tell them last year. Somebody was supposed to let them know last year that this stuff needs to be away from this.
Yeah, I removed things from downstairs a while ago. And the number 10 HVAC unit was blocked.
The one outside?
So the number 10 down there, I had to set up medium.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the person. I don't care what speed they run it at. Medium's fine.
All right, let's have a technical question now.
Yep.
When I came Tuesday, the two in the choir room were producing heat.
The two in the choir room?
Yes, because it was being used.
Okay.
So, but they're in the same pump.
Right now, so for instance, these should be producing heat, but they're not.
Because the pump is, okay.
The pump's running.
Yeah.
It just has no heat going to the loop.
Oh, because okay.
And there should be a demand at all times. And
but why would so it must have been working on Tuesday.
Something must have happened to the boilers.
Huh.
whether it's overheating or what, but
not really
I'm
overheating.
I'm overheating at the boiler itself. So you have a different boiler now than you had before.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this boiler, to maintain a heat load that this is going to ask for, because this is a constant loop running 24/7.
Okay.
You may run into problems like that with that boiler.
All right. So let's okay.
So these are running. We know these are running. I'm gonna keep
And
these up.
let me check the office to make
Yeah,
sure.
check the office.
Yeah. You have the batteries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have one unit. Okay, let me do this one. All right, 76. Let's pump it up to
80. Why not?
80 and see if it kicks in. Oh. It was off.
Is it coming on?
Maybe batteries were bad. I don't know where she keeps. Tiffany keeps her bad batteries.
I usually just throw them in the recycle. The recycle will take care of them.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just get it in the pocket. And then one more, I think. Alright, so it's 77. Let's see if it kicks on now. It's on medium.
And then I might have to check this one out.
Because they said two units weren't working.
Alright, I'll have to come back and check that one out. The fans aren't coming on that one. And there's not much to them. They get a signal and...
So it's the office. Okay, let's go in there. Oh, she's not there. Hello? Wake up. I think that was the one unit.
Yeah. I have not,
Batteries look good.
batteries are definitely going that way. We're good. I know Nathan didn't like keeping this fan running.
Oh.
So I know he turned it off.
Oh.
Yeah, Nathan wasn't really big on the heat side of this one.
Huh.
Cause his desk sat right in front of it.
Oh, I see.
Because it was definitely not there. It was right here in the
It
middle.
was over there.
And he did not like it right on him.
So these these split systems, you may want to demonstrate. Where's the thermostat for this one? Oh, it's right here. Because Reverend Sarah was having problem with
the controller.
with getting it.
So, if one system is calling for cooling, you can't turn the heat on. It won't work.
Oh.
All of them have to be in heat mode, or all of them have to be in cooling
All
mode. All of the ones that are with this.
With this one.
Yeah.
But it's only two on.
So whichever the other one is on,
Yeah.
also has to be the same setting, or it won't work.
Oh.
But yeah, that's working.
So that's on heat now. Because she's gonna want eat so. So just show me on that. Hopefully I can get them this tape. Sometime my thing won't transcribe in the when I use Canva. So okay, so it's right. So it's any change here. So Mood. What we do?
Mode.
What we do? Mode. Yeah. What we do?
Mode changes to what you want. Right
Cool
now.
or hot.
Yeah. All right, so we're in heat mode on that one.
So how do you know that?
This.
That.
And when I turned it up, we're blowing out.
And then if you change the mode,
And if I change it to the other one, the sun, that's cooling.
that's opposite, man. Sun is hot.
That's how that sunny is cooling mode, and the snowflake is winter mode.
It's the opposite, man. This must be.
Yeah, that's a snowflake.
All right, so snowflake
is winter.
That means you're cold
And you want to be hot.
and you want to be hot.
And then the sunshine is you're hot and you want to be cold.
And then
And then you change it to too warm, and then then you go down
all right,
on that. So let's go back to what I was.
the heat.
And then we're too warm at 80 because that's way hot.
So we don't know which unit this matches.
I'll be able to tell you when I walk outside.
Okay.
That I can't remember because I know we got one that has 2, one that has, and then the other 2 have 3.
Oh.
So usually it's top bottom, but I can't remember how they did this part.
So this unit is working now.
Yes.
So if we turn it down to 76 to 70,
It'll cut off.
it cuts off.
Click. Off.
So filters is fine in those units. You know we have filters for these things. I think you
Yeah,
have,
this ain't been running.
but in the choir room you have the filter on the floor.
That one, yeah, but this one ain't been running.
Okay, so this would be fine.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, if you look, you can see it's still blue as the day it was put in. Because I told you he didn't like the heat.
So how you get this filter in? Well, you do that in any case. You take off the
I
whole
take
thing.
this off and roll with it.
So the one in the choir room is because it
It's
fell
probably
out?
sitting on the floor. It probably fell out.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That's what I thought it was. All right. So this room is fine. Office is fine.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you get too hot, Reverend Sarah,
She'll let us know.
don't blame me.
Yeah, like I said, he didn't really like the heat too much.
Yeah. All right. So
And then now I wanted to go downstairs
yeah, because
because the rest of that is other pumps.
yeah, I'll be there in a second. Yeah. Okay, this is Shippy the Explorer. We are doing HVAC and heating. Well, heating and cooling this morning, making sure everything is okay. All right. Well, the fans are on, so it's calling for 77. That one works. I don't know why Where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay. So these two were covered with a lot of junk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still are. Still are. Cool.
It's fine. It's running.
Yeah.
Huh.
They're on low speeds, and these ones have always been on low speed.
Yeah.
So that's how the whoever's using the rooms wanted it.
Okay.
So I don't really like to mess with people's.
Yeah.
How people want their settings.
On this medium, I put it on low. Leave it. Okay. All right. So the demand is, what was that? 72. Because you turned it up, it came
Yeah, somebody turned it up on this one. Yeah. So like I said, I turn them to 70, and then whoever's in each space can turn them to what they like. I just try to give a general same temperature across the board.
Okay. All right. That's just. So we finish with this one then.
That door was already open.
Yeah, I open up
you
for us.
opened it. Okay.
I came through and
Got
say, let me pre-open.
Got you.
Where we starting? This one?
That one's already done. I checked the that part and the floor.
72. So if we go up,
Well, it's 72 in the space,
yeah.
and it's supposed to be a warm day today, so you don't even really need it.
Because they said, but heat is coming on
Yeah,
this.
he's coming out. I gotta figure out what's not rolling in the boiler room, and I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, but if heat is coming up here in the choir room, it's the same pump.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
So why the heats are not coming up in there, the registers?
Well, so they may need to come back out and bleed air out.
In these, they're not going to maintain these.
No. So when they shut the building down and took and drained the building of water,
Yeah.
refilling it is on them.
Yes.
Getting the water.
So they have
back
to go
all
to
up.
all of these units and bleed them.
They may have to go back through. These ones are doing all right, but I want to see what's going on at the boiler room now, because that's just the heat pump system there.
Because they said, okay, the pumps is under them. We can't touch it. So we just have to point out to them
Right.
what we think is. It's under 2-year warranty. All right, so
All right, now we're heating. When I got here, that was cold line.
okay.
The green pump was cold.
So the green pump is classrooms.
Yeah, that's all this side. Now, now you see all of them are on.
Yeah, so they started.
So
heating up now.
this might have been off for overheat.
So because we're calling for heat upstairs now.
No. So that's the misconception. These should be giving those heat at all times. The air is that thermostat is only controlling air across the coil. That coil should be hot all the time.
Oh. Okay, so this is the outlet pump. This is in. Where is it pumping to?
This pumping this way.
Okay, this is going upstairs. This is going to classrooms.
And then it goes that way.
Yeah. So it's coming up off of
And
this unit,
Yeah, this is coming in.
and it's picking up,
It's picking it up there, coming into the pump,
pumping out.
and then bam, over
Yeah, and out.
and out.
All right, so that's number 3 is classrooms. Number 2 is what?
Number 2 is the north axe.
Okay, and number 1 is.
No, hold on, I'm sorry. Number 1 is north axe. Number 2 is the radiators in hallways and the nursery.
So this is Northex.
That's north axe.
This is for the big unit
The
upstairs.
big radiator in the where everybody eats at.
So number 1 is for the big radiator. Number 3 is classrooms. Number 2 is nursery
And hallways.
and hallways. And I had to move things out of the way again. So so the units are,
And they're already back off.
yes, because
I hope they're not timed.
no, they're not timed, but it's on. Well,
If they're,
it's not time. It's on demand. I think he said.
Well, yeah. So he may have to change that, because if that's the case, and we're running cold at times, that loop is supposed to stay hot regardless of it needing a demand or not. It needs to stay hot 24/7, or you're always constantly making up.
Oh.
And I tried to explain that to him, and
Yeah.
yeah, it can't be on a constant makeup. It needs to be 24/7. Regardless, this was bought and sold, and this is how it's got to be because of the way that the building is designed. If the building is designed for that pump to be running 24/7, this can't turn off and shut off whenever it feels like. This has to be able to run.
One of them should be running
None of them are running right now.
right
And this loop,
because it's hot enough. It's hot right now.
maybe, but these pumps should be pumping. But we're gonna, let's see, this is to it.
It's hot, right? Huh? Should be.
It's warm. Don't get it wrong. It's warm, but
Yeah.
but if I can hold my hand on it, it's not what it was. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, the point is we're getting heat in the choir room, or we're getting heat in the.
Now we need to go
Another-
back up to see if we're getting heat on the other side. This is the return from that side.
Okay, that's the so it should be cool, not as warm.
No, it should be. If these aren't running, then this should be hot to where I can't touch it. Same thing with this. They should not be getting lukewarm. That loop needs to stay at 160 to 180 at all times.
Okay, so the pump stops.
And this pump should not be turning off. This pump should never turn off.
But that's the old system.
No, it doesn't matter. This pump should never shut off. This had nothing to do with the old system.
But when the old system, once we turn on those pumps, they keep running. I know they keep on running.
That's why they have their own boxes.
But
The new system doesn't manage these. These are zones. This is not managed by this. This is managed by the way that the building is set up.
well, I'm not an HVAC expert, so I'm just taping on.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
This being off means that they got sensors somewhere. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I didn't put in the system.
Because the water is hot enough.
No.
That's why it shuts down.
No. However they got it. However they have this thing set up right now, this pump should not be off. And they have it turning it off. Which means they have something cutting it off.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't. That's why when I got here, the loop was cold.
All right. We'll.
Now I need to go check the radiators up on that top floor in those classrooms. Because like I said, those rooms, the reason why that has to stay running 24/7 is because the rooms, those thermostats only control a fan. They don't control anything here.
I know they don't control anything in here.
Yeah, they don't come in here at all.
But there's something censoring that the water is boiled to the temperature that you require.
But this should not shut off. That's what I'm getting at. This pump here should not shut off ever in the winter. Once you turn that on,
Yeah. But isn't that the whole system? Suppose this new
No.
system.
no difference. No difference. These should not be controlling this pump.
Oh.
These are zones. This is not controlling this or this either.
But if that runs constantly and the water is not boiling, that means you're pumping cold water through the system.
Yeah. That's the problem.
But
this needs to be running and keeping this loop hot at all times. That's the point of this setup. And that's how it's always been.
Well,
And that's how it's designed to run.
Yeah.
Because you can't throw 37 wires to all the different rooms and then put in valves so that this will heat one room at a time when needed. It's not how it works. This does 8 rooms. So this needs to be running all the time. You get what I mean?
So why those don't need to be running all the time?
Because this one does one zone.
Yeah.
This one does one zone.
Uh-huh.
One loop.
So when you go up and turn the thermostat for the
If I turn the thermostat up in
the hallway, right?
Not
The
the hallway,
class-
but in the classroom,
Uh-huh.
this pump will come on and run.
Okay.
If I turn on the thermostat in the Northex, this will run because this only does the Northex coil.
Okay. Well,
This one has always been the 24/7 pump.
oh, number
Number 3
Number 3 pump.
has always been around the clock, 24/7, because it's doing an entire wing of rooms,
Yeah.
and it's not one area. It's not going in and coming right back.
All right. So I'm taping it so that we can address it.
Yeah, I could
Because-
tell somebody else. Yeah, that pump should not.
Well, we
shut off.
talked to Barbara, but I'll show her. I told she couldn't be here this morning, so I'll just show her the tape. All right. So if we call for demand up here now,
That the number 1 pump
number 1 pump should come on.
should come on.
All right. So maybe I should go down and see. And then that should trigger off the boiler. The new
If it gets
boilers.
cold water, once it starts to get cold water back, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm never, Scott used to adjust this thermostat. This is an ordinary thermostat, right?
Huh?
This is an ordinary thermostat.
Yeah, this
Ordinary.
is just a standard one. All righty.
It has any mode on it?
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah, so we crank it up to 77.
So now that's running.
So this unit is just working as a big convection unit.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. So we're in demand, so these pumps should be on now. So let's see if. So let's see. Is this running?
I believe so. Let me see this light. No. No, this is not.
This one.
This one is. It's starting to get hot. Sorry. It's starting to get hot.
So it's calling for hot water coming up.
Yeah, this one is.
I think this is. So that one is hot too.
This one?
Yeah, for the offices. So sooner or later, when the radiators up there should be producing.
Hopefully. But this one. This one's not on at the moment.
It's a new pump there.
No, this is a new pump.
Well, they
They,
changed.
they reuse the pumps.
That's not our pump.
Yeah, it is.
They refurbish it.
No, this is original pump, original pump, original pump. They didn't replace the pumps.
I thought they replaced the red one because when I came down there, they had it in a smaller unit, and they had to take it out. We had a smaller red pump,
Maybe they did, but that doesn't look like a new pump.
not a new one. Maybe they got a refurbished or something like that. But that's not our. That's not our. Our pump was smaller than that. And it has a trip in it.
Mm-mm. Not to mention, none of these are on.
Because the water is hot.
Well, I know that.
So that's how he says that should work. So that part, I told him about that pipe. And I step on it already too. Because he says when the water gets hot, it's inside this loop.
Mm-hmm.
And if
got
it needs
sensors.
to be, if it's
Yeah.
too cold, then it feeds back into the system.
Yeah, but this pump should not be tied into anything that turns on or off.
Sure.
Let's go back up. Let's see which. I'm almost positive I know which one's circulating warm air and which one's not. Yep,
So it's picking up a little.
picking up a little bit. Yep. Heat on both sides. Takes a little while because it's a long loop.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of coils and radiators to go through. But it does pick up. And like I said, it comes off of this thermostat here.
All the pipes are down here. I think. It looks so.
Yep. Getting hot.
It's getting hot.
Well, it's getting warm.
So the both, one is in and one is out.
Yep.
So it's warm. Okay.
Well, it's not even so much one is in as one is out because it's just a pipe.
No, one should be in.
Well,
What is this which one of these is a supply line?
they're both supplies.
Oh,
Yeah, water's coming in and just flowing through it. It's a circle.
so where's the return?
It's not technically a return. You understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Water comes in and just circles right through it.
Yeah, then where is circling back to? It must be circling
To the
back to the
boiler.
pump. So there should be a return pipe.
Technically.
So
But
it should-
like I said, it's literally a circle. Water comes into a pipe, follows through that pipe, and comes out of that pipe. Or goes through the pipe and down to the next. Through until you go through.
It's still not getting me. If it's coming in through here,
Yeah, so if you
it should be going back through.
Right, but what I'm saying is, so you see it's just a pipe,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it is. And then when you put it in here, it's literally just a pipe. You see? Just a pipe.
Right.
So you literally have pipe. Even with this little fin blade on here, it's still just a pipe.
Right.
So
So we'll get the heat off of that.
You'll
I
get
know.
heat off of it, that's it.
So but the water should be going back down. That's why you have a here pocket.
It will eventually go back down, but it's got to go through all of this
Right.
pipe.
So
And
one of
then,
the
it'll probably hit at the end and come across, hit this one, come across, hit down, back to the boiler.
Oh, one of these. Let me check these.
You know what I mean by that now?
Yeah.
It's one loop.
Oh, it's one loop. So the return should be somewhere here.
Everything's a return. Everything's a return. Oh, you feel the heat coming up?
Yeah.
Everything's a return and everything's a supply technically.
Okay.
You do have a pipe where the water starts at,
Yeah.
and unless I had blueprints to this building,
we have
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whatnot, and nothing's been changed since it was done originally.
So so these, oh well, they're not even going around there.
Yeah, some of the coverings don't even have pipes behind them. They literally just put a covering all the way down.
Yeah, okay. All right. The one in the hallway wasn't working some years ago, but
that was because the thermostat. If you don't put the thermostat at a proper temperature, they're setting it low. So it doesn't matter what's going on out there. It can be cold as the dickens out there. If the thermostat in here is not calling, that will not run.
So this
out there.
thermostat is working. Scott's son put this one in.
Yeah. And then right now we don't need it running. So I turned it down to 70. This right here.
So you still have it on heat? No, you have it
I have it
off.
off. But I did turn it down to the 70 number.
So we shouldn't keep it on?
That's up to you. Right now it's hot outside.
But they probably wouldn't know.
Then we go a little lower than that.
Yeah, and keep that on.
And keep it in the heat mode.
Heat mode.
We'll go down we'll go down to that 62 number right now. Yeah. But you know, once the heat gets on, this is affected by this thermostat. It's all one loop.
Okay, so this thermostat controls all of this.
This loop, yes.
All of this. Okay.
Now, if we go back downstairs and that pump's off, we know that 100% that pump is this one. All right, they're gonna have to, you have to call the boiler people back out.
Huh.
Because that zone's not calling, and I'm not messing with anything that they did.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to mess with anything.
Yeah, we can.
That says that, you know, it was done by building air people.
Oh.
Alrighty, so that pump is off, so we know that that's for that zone.
Right.
Alright, so issue. That's not coming on, and this is turning off, and it shouldn't be. That needs to be.
Number one pump is turning off.
Right.
Because we're calling for heat, and number one, we're not getting any heat upstairs.
This one, yeah, on number one, yes.
Yeah.
We're asking it, and this pump isn't coming on.
Right.
This pump here is off right now, and it should not be.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So let me go and double check the room. The room's upstairs.
So why is this? Well, they need to tell me why that pump is not coming on. All right.
Yeah, it might have been something that they did during installation, or they're trying to make it efficient, and it's going to affect operation if they're trying to reinvent this building.
Huh. All right. So I did move the junk from the HVAC. No, I mean, because I thought you need to go in there to check the filter and all that. You don't maintain those?
Huh?
The HVAC units.
The big
room
unit?
10, yeah.
Yeah, I checked those.
Yeah.
All right, these got heat now.
It has
But
heat
that
now?
pump, that's not what it was. That's not what I'm used to feeling.
Yeah. But this doesn't. But this not heat, you know.
Huh?
This one is not.
That one's not heat. We got a little bit of heat on one side, so they need to go back through and bleed everything again.
On Tuesday, those two are working fine.
Well, that one's got heat coming on it, but
Yeah.
not out it.
Oh, I see. All right. Whew.
A lot, ain't it?
Well,
Well. Alright. So we got heat on both of those.
okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be back out here multiple times trying to get
Yeah, they say they'll make the tweak.
yeah, they're
So we
gonna have
can-
to tweak it.
So we can lock up these now?
Yep. That one's done, that one's done.
So heat coming out of this one?
No heat's coming out of that one. It's got no hot water on either side.
But it's the same pump.
Huh?
It's the same pump. Yeah? No?
It should be. It should be. But it's got no hot water on either side. It's cold on each side.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, these ones were good to go. We had heat on those ones. Now I'm gonna go check this other unit out.
Room temperature. So you had done filters some time ago?
Huh?
You had done filters
On which one?
on all the filters that you maintain.
Yeah. I do need to order some new ones though for a couple of the convection units.
Okay.
Because those ones are separate.
Oh.
Because those are those are a special order. So they're like this small versus a standard.
4 by 24, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You had to move all this thing out of the way. Not moving, eh?
It's a Pepco thermostat. I hate them.
Oh, this is as a secret code too?
No secret code. But it is a Pepco thermostat, so it can have a secret code.
Yeah, no, like upstairs.
Yeah. The secret code on the other one, I think is 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, 1 1 1
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
1.
Yeah.
So this doesn't have one.
What?
This doesn't have a code.
No.
What you did was to just
You
pump-
just turn it up and down.
Oh.
Just up and down.
All right. I smell the heat already. Ooh.
You're gonna smell a little burning, don't worry
Yeah, I
about
know. I smell it already. Sorry.
it. That's the backup heat. That is backup heat. That's a normal smell.
Yep. When I do my other buildings,
Right.
I put soap on that and wash them out.
You put soap on them?
Yeah.
Oh, not me.
You just
Water.
run the water.
Just water.
Oh.
The soap makes it sticky.
Oh.
And you're not getting everything out of them.
Yeah.
So you don't want to keep them from getting stuff through them.
When I dry, they have to dry it first before you put it back in, or
Nope.
it can go back in wet.
Yep.
Oops. It says wake up. Oh. All sort of fun.
Yeah, keep spraying me.
I bet you that doesn't have any gasket in it.
A little better there. A little better there.
Good. So why is this so dirty?
Why?
Yeah.
Because of that room.
Or it hasn't been cleaned for a long time.
Huh?
Or it hasn't been, maybe it hasn't been washed.
No, this one gets washed every 6 months, but this one's always dirty.
Oh.
This one is always dirty. Always dirty. A lot of what you got, we got to remember too with this area is a lot of dust in this area.
Oh.
So no matter what you do, this is where they do all their projects and everything. Goes up into the ducting. This one needs to be clean, but I can wait till spring on that one because that one only does air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm just recording.
No, you're good. Because that one only does air conditioning. And then,
so recap, green pump needs to be on. That's your suggestion, because right now we're not getting, but we're getting heat up there. We're
but
getting,
not what it should be getting.
yeah. But the red pump
isn't coming on.
It's not coming on, so we're not getting any heat in the Northex. Yeah.
And that has to do with that pump. So they either got something not wired right, or the pump is off because of temperature, whatever. They need to figure out what's going on with that and get that situated accordingly. The green pump needs to be running 24/7. I don't care if it's not running 24/7. You're not, the building is
but they're saying it's a new system. It's on demand.
It does not matter what they say,
because when you turn on, say for instance, you go to the choir room and turn on the choir room,
that part, that pump. And that's what I tried to explain this to the guy that was actually doing the work on the phone.
Yeah.
He didn't want, I told him that pump needs to be on 24/7.
But suppose it's the pump is on and the water is not heating. You're just pumping.
Then that's a boiler issue. That pump needs to be on regardless. And it needs to be circulating that water regardless.
But why?
Because that's how the building is set up. So that entire side of the building is not a loop. It's not a circle, okay?
Yeah.
You have water going in a circle, but then water comes off, 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 going to each device. Those rooms are not calling.
Make sure, because
those rooms are not calling the boilers to be on. Those rooms are calling for the fan in that room to be on.
Right.
If the rooms aren't calling for heat,
if the rooms aren't calling for heat,
how can they heat with no heat going to them? You get what I mean by that now?
But he's gonna say, all right, we have two rooms that are producing heat from that same pump. Why
right
is
now,
that?
but it's hot now. The loop's warm now, but that pump needs to not shut off, is what I'm getting at. It does not matter what those rooms are doing. That pump needs to run all the time. I don't know how many explanations I can give to anybody in the church and the people that did the thing. He called me 3 separate times about it, and I told him every time, that pump needs to run all the time. Well, it's not going to be efficient. Not my problem. I hate to say it that way. It's one of those blunt reactions where you want efficiency. That's not the right system to put into this building if you wanted it to shut off. That pump needs to run with the way that this building is designed. That loop is a 24/7 run. The room's not heated.
And in the old days, we had all 3 pumps running.
Not all the time.
I thought they were running.
No,
once I turned them on.
Only the green one would. So that's where I think people are getting the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
When you turn the pumps on, that means they can come on.
Yeah.
Okay. The only pump that would run constant
was the green
one.
Oh.
And that's because that green one is doing the far end of the building, all the convection units on top and bottom floors. That has to run 24/7. It cannot shut off. If it shuts off, you're not moving water to that side of the building.
Okay.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Those rooms aren't calling for that pump to be on. Those rooms are calling for the fan's convection unit to be on. That convection unit is not moving water. Those convection units are just like the radiators. Okay. So they're getting water to them all the time.
Okay.
The radiators, those aren't going to get regular water, because if you keep regular hot water to them, it'll overheat those hallways.
All right.
Much larger coil space. The other ones, they're so small of a coil base, they won't overheat the room. You have to blow air across them in order for the room to get warm.
So we have to find a way of, they have to find a way of keep. Well, this is Shippy the Explorer just saying that you'll hear the argument back and forth about the HVAC situation at this institution, and whoever is right or wrong, but the bottom line is that we need to have full heat for this season, and some of it is not working. So we'll discuss that as we go along, and not for my clients to worry about, is just to show you what Shippy the Explorer goes through sometimes. But well, you'll see the frustration that is part of life. So we'll talk. This ends this morning session, and we look forward to a more exciting tape or videos as we go along. So see you. Bye for now. Talk to you, Shippy the Explorer. Say be good to yourself and others. Bye.